Everyone please stand to welcome today's awards recipients. Please remain standing for the King's Anthem, performed by Jelly, Pray, Ella, Coco, Marissa, and Alice, who are accompanied by In on piano.
No Prabhu
Last month, we produced our first ever senior school celebration film. You will spot a number of familiar faces as we show the film, and some of them are receiving awards today. The film aspires to capture the unique spirit of the senior school and our very special student body. We hope you enjoy it.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got me by the sun. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life.
To kickstart this, we want to give everyone 500 house points.
House points make learning fun for everyone.
I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. I don't need another love, yeah. We do this every day, we do this love for life. 'Cause you got
Be your best. We are Shrewsbury.
Welcome, students, parents, guests, and teachers to Speech Day 2025. Thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. This afternoon, we celebrate the accomplishments of students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, performance, leadership, and service learning in years 11 through 13. These awards are hard-earned and testament to the curiosity, perseverance, and passion the awards recipients show for their studies and wider pursuits here at Riverside. To begin, we'll hear from Mr. Millar, who will give the principal's speech.
Hello everyone, lovely to see everyone here today, and what a brilliant occasion it is to celebrate learning in all its forms. So sometimes we think about this as being a purely academic occasion, but really it's the celebration of knowledge and of learning, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. In the last 2 years here, I've spoken about knowledge, about hidden worlds, about bacteria and animal senses, different ways that we can see the world, but different ways that we can see the world that are accessible to us through learning, through academic exploration. This year, and I didn't choose this because of events last Friday, but this year I want to take you underground, inspired by a book that I've read recently called Becoming Earth. It's about our emerging understanding of the connections between life on the surface of the planet and what goes on below the surface. I thoroughly recommend the book if you'd like. But it is another example about how learning, in whatever field that is, allows us to see the world in all kinds of new ways. This picture is in the very northwest of Russia, close to the Norwegian border in the Kola Peninsula. And it marks the location of the Kola Super Deep Borehole, an attempt by Russian scientists in the late 1960s to understand more about the deep geology of the Earth by getting as deep as they could into the Earth's crust. And this is how deep they got. They ended up eventually reaching over 12 kilometers deep, an effort that took them 20 years. It eventually closed in 1990, but it's still the deepest that anyone has ever drilled into the Earth. But this is only a tiny fraction of even the surface of the Earth, the continental crust. Here is a very basic diagram of the Earth. The geography team will be turning their heads away at this very moment. The bit that we are standing on is the continental crust, the bit right at the very surface. There's the Kola super deep borehole. Here is the size of the continental crust in comparison. It's about 35 to 70 kilometres deep, depending on where you are in the Earth. However, the Earth is about 13,000 kilometres in diameter, so the crust is only about 1% of the thickness of the Earth. So this borehole, 12 kilometres deep, is a tiny fragment of the top 1%. So what we know about what's underneath our feet comes through inference, it comes through knowledge. We can't see it, we've got to work it out. Actually, Isaac Newton is one of the first people who contributed to this. His studies of planets and gravity, he worked out that the average density of the Earth is twice that of the surface rocks, and therefore the Earth's interior must be composed of more denser material. And our current model is that the outer core is molten metal, mostly iron and nickel, and it cushions the solid inner core, which is also mostly iron and nickel, but solid, hovering around its melting point, is thought to be about 6,000 degrees Celsius at the centre of the Earth, about the same temperature as the surface of the Sun. But today, I'd like to talk to you about life below the surface. The actual oldest reports of life below the surface come from the 1600s, where a naturalist, Janez Valsfor, investigated rumours of a dragon living beneath a spring near Ljubljana in Slovenia. Local residents believed that the dragon forced the water to the surface every time it shifted its body. And after heavy rains, they sometimes found baby dragons washed up on rocks nearby, slender and sinuous, with blunted snouts, frilled throats, and nearly translucent pink skin. It wasn't actually for another century that scientists identified the creatures as aquatic salamanders that lived exclusively underground in water flowing through limestone caves. And they're now known as olms. I've never heard that name before, though this is an olm. In the earliest 20th century, scientists started to get glimpses of how much life there is deep underground. In 1910, German microbiologists isolated bacteria from coal samples 3,600 feet, over a kilometre below the surface. Not long after that, a scientist at the University of California in Berkeley reported that he had revived ancient bacterial spores trapped in chunks of coal obtained from a Pennsylvania mine. Basically, wherever scientists looked, within the continental crust, beneath the seafloor, under Antarctic ice, they found unique communities of microbes collectively containing thousands of unidentified species. We even had scientists from Princeton who have retrieved samples of groundwater with bacteria from over 3 kilometres underground. They think that water that they collected had not been disturbed for tens of millions of years. In a mine in Ontario, Canada, they found bacteria in water over 2 kilometres deep, that they believe the water hasn't been disturbed for 1 billion years. And here's an interesting fact. An estimate that all in all, subsurface bacteria alone make up 10 to 20% of all the Earth's biomass. So that includes plants as well. 1/10 to 1/5 of everything alive in terms of mass on the Earth is bacteria underground. This is La Chiguila Cave in the Guadalupe Mountains of New Mexico. It used to be somewhere that people used to go to collect bat guano, which was a prized fertilizer, and otherwise no one really paid it much attention. But in the 1950s, cavers noticed wind streaming through rubble at the cave's bottom and found this hidden section in the 1980s. It's about 150 miles of underground terrain. The tunnels and chambers underground are decorated with these strange and beautiful formations you can see on the screen. The interesting bit for me is that the cave was also covered in bacteria. And the bacteria weren't just sitting there, they were chewing through the rock, transforming it, transforming iron and manganese for energy and leaving behind different minerals. The microbes were turning the rock into soil more than 1,000 feet underground. They also sculpt these caves. The bacteria eating buried reserves of oil release hydrogen sulfide gas, which reacts with oxygen in the groundwater and produces sulfuric acid that carves away the limestone. And this happens everywhere. Everywhere we look, bacteria are changing the very earth that we live on. Samples of 80-million-year-old rock from nearby, from nearly half a kilometre below the surface of Oman were marbled maroon and green by ancient bacteria. There are some suggestions as well that bacteria below the surface are actually responsible for forming the granite on which we stand. It's quite unusual to have a planet where most of the rocks are granite, and it rhymes. Most planets have basalt, which is much denser. Granite is much lighter and floats to the surface. Microbes actually dissolve basalt and actually contribute to processes that flush water deep below the earth and aid the creation of less dense granites. The point I want to get across is in terms of what we know about these worlds has come through knowledge. And actually by getting below the surface of something, we can understand a lot more. I'm just going to pick one example to illustrate that might be too familiar with so many of the students in the audience. This is the standard model of atoms and particle physics. And it's changed quite a lot over time. From solid balls to now a nuclear model of a central dense core orbited by electrons on the right. And scientists believe the world around us is made up of a handful of fundamental particles. But scientists have continued to dig deeper to get under the surface of the atom. This is the standard model of particle physics now, and actually if you look at it closely, students, it only contains a couple of words familiar to you maybe: electrons and photons. There are 15 other particles up there which might be a surprise to you. Actually, most of the things scientists now believe are broken down into smaller or more exotic particles: neutrinos, leptons, quarks and bosons. There's even a proposal that these particles are in some respects an illusion, that underneath these particles are vibrating strings of energy. If that turns out to be true, then there's a whole new mirror world of 17 hidden supersymmetric particles that scientists have predicted. Plus, it turns out that all of this is just only a minority of the stuff around this. In the 1930s, an astronomer working at Caltech noticed that galaxies were orbiting too fast. At those speeds, they should be flying off into space. He thought there was something extra holding them together. He called it dunkler materie, dark matter. It was confirmed by measurements of stars in spiral galaxies in the 1960s and 70s. And we also calculate now that the gravity of visible matter is too weak, really, to explain how galaxies even formed, even in the 13.8 billion years that we think the universe was around for. And here's the current view. Everything that you can see around you, all the stuff that you've learnt about in your chemistry and your physics lessons, makes up a mere 5% of what is actually in the universe. 5%. 95% of the world of the universe is hidden from us. Dark matter and dark energy. Knowledge, learning, is our gateway to these hidden worlds, whether that's deep underground or deep below the surface of the atom. Knowledge and learning can give us a lens into the hidden layers of the world. We get to see things below the surface we've not noticed before. Learning a bit about subjects like art, design, language, geography and sport allows us to see the hidden layers of gender in the world. Why are there different patterns of gender representation in different subjects? And how do these patterns reflect issues of power and equality? Learning a bit about economics and business and psychology allows us to see the hidden layers of power and money in the world. What is the map of wealth across different communities in the city? How does money allow you to access different opportunities or parts of the society? Learning a bit about history, about literature, learning for life, and reading the world allows us to see the hidden layers of culture and identity around us? What does the map of cultural identity look across the school? How does having a particular cultural identity affect your everyday experiences? Finally, learning a little bit about biology, about maths, about computer science allows us to see the hidden layers of evolution around us. How can we explain why some things prosper and some things don't? And how can bacteria underground have shaped our world above the ground? Each lens, each way of seeing adds new dimensions and layers to the world around us. We can start to see things we have never noticed before, start to understand perspectives and ideas that had seemed strange and baffling. Today is about recognising achievements in learning, and I hope through that knowledge, whether it's in history, art, physics, sport, or leadership, you have learned to see the world in more of its layers, textures, and dimensions. That you realise that even a little learning gives you extra ways of seeing things, allowing you to see below the surface and marvel at the depths below. My congratulations to all of the prize winners, all 130 or so of you. 130 different ways to see below the surface of the world. 130 new ways to see yourself and to connect to others around you. At this time in particular, we know it is a blessing to have that opportunity, to have the time and space to explore the hidden layers of the world, new worlds to explore, and one I hope you continue to embrace. Well done, prize winners. Thank you very much.
Now please welcome Harmonix, who will perform Vichin.
Good afternoon. Firstly, I would like to congratulate the whole of Year 11 on a very successful and busy year. I've been impressed by their dedication and their character strengths shown throughout the year. The first set of awards will be the Year 11 Academic Excellence Awards. The students receiving these awards have not just stepped up to the academic rigour of the IGCSE courses, they've gone above and beyond, reading around the courses, exploring their own interests, and expanding their knowledge. Please could we hold applause until all the names have been read out. Well done to the Academic Excellence Awards winners.
Academic Excellence in Art บุญยวีพิริยะเลิศศักดิ์ Academic Excellence in Biology เตชะพรสุวรรณพิมลกุล Academic Excellence in Business ริมมิกาวรบุตร Academic Excellence in Chemistry and Psychology สิรินเลิศสิริโสพล Academic Excellence in Computer Science, Design Technology, English Literature and Mandarin ยีนัวลี Academic Excellence in Design Technology and Further Pure Mathematics รัตการปุญญสิทธิ์ Academic Excellence in Drama, Science Coordinator and Spanish Rina Takahashi Academic Excellence in Economics and History นราวิทย์เตชะวลิน Academic Excellence in English Language อลิสาองค์วาสิน Academic Excellence in French รัตนพรเตชะวัชรา Academic Excellence in Geography พิตินันท์วรนิชากร Academic Excellence in Global Perspective ยูเชินเหลียว Academic Excellence in Higher Project Qualification ตะวันโรจน์วณิชพาร์ค Academic Excellence in Japanese ณัฐวัฒน์พิสิทธิ์ทวีกุล Academic Excellence in Learning for Life Mathematics and Thai Studies คุปนัทเดชกำจรกุล Academic Excellence in Music ตรินศิริสุข Academic Excellence in Physical Education and Physics เพียงพุทธควรทรงธรรม Academic Excellence in Thai Studies ครูโจ Memorial Prize Carrie Levon. Academic excellence in the academic literacy program, Supan Purik Kasem.
The next set of awards are the Year 11 Form Prizes. The students receiving Form Prizes have stood out to their form tutors because of their contributions to the community and the character strengths they have shown. Well done to the Form Prize winners.
Year 11 Form Prize, Pittinan Moranichakon. Harima Wanit Pakdi Desha. Bunyubi Piriya Lersa. Prim Chap Chit Chai Don. Finn O.Q. Brown. Dylan Lockwood. Lucy Serenakis. Farah Win. Alex Flavel. Sigrawit Akka Watananukul. Wasit Pon Akka Watananukul. Arisa Thong Tang. Novinda Pongsak.
The next awards are the Year 11 Year Group Awards. These are for the students that stood out to me throughout the year. The first Year Group Award goes to U. I have been so impressed by her contributions to the school community. She has shown fantastic leadership qualities as a member of the school parliament and the Oracy ministry. She performed brilliantly in the school play, The Crucible. Whilst doing this, she maintained an exceptional academic record. In particular, she approaches every single lesson with a curious and questioning mind. But above all, I have been inspired by the kindness that shows to others. The second Year Group Award goes to Dasha. Dasha is a fantastic example of a busy Shrewsbury student who is able to juggle multiple commitments in different parts of the school. Whilst doing this, she is able to give each commitment her full attention and care. Everything from excellent academic progress to performing in music groups and to contributing on the rugby field. However, It is Dash's resilience that impresses me most. The grit and determination she shows when she's faced with a challenge. Importantly, she shows strength by asking for support and guidance. This, I am sure, will bring her great success in the future. Well done to and Dash.
Year 11 Year Group Award พริบพันดาวเราหาเวทวานิช ดาริยาบูเชวา
Good afternoon. The Year 11 Service and Leadership Award goes to a student who has made an outstanding contribution to both our school and the wider community through her ongoing dedication to community service. Bonnie has been deeply involved with several of our school's charity partners, including volunteering at an Action for Diabetes camp, supporting at the Good Shepherd Sisters, and actively participating as a member of the Operation Smile Club. Her commitment to service is matched by her ability to bring people together. She is a true team player who listens, collaborates, and ensures that everyone feels included. Congratulations, Bonnie.
Year 11 Leadership and Service Award เวนิชรัตนจิกร
The last set of Year 11 awards are the Performance Awards. These are for the students who have excelled in music, art, drama, or sport.
Performance Awards in Art นัทธนิการตั้งตรงจิต Performance Awards in Music Performance ตรินสิริสุข Performance Awards in Music Performance รินาทาคาฮาชิ
Mr. Simon Baxter. He's dedicated his life to teaching mathematics, inspiring students both in the UK and in Thailand for over 5 decades, nearly 58 years. He began his career in 1967. It was the summer of love, McDonald's sold its first Big Mac, and surgeons achieved their first ever successful human heart transplant. And for Simon Baxter, it was his first school year in front of a classroom. He'd completed his mathematics degree at Oxford, and straight after became a teacher at Shrewsbury School, UK. For him, it was a calling. At Shrewsbury School, Mr. Baxter taught mathematics, but he also coached rowing and served as house tutor. And after 30 years of service, he retired, but not really. Mr. Baxter spent his early retirement days part-time teaching and still coaching rowing. And then, not long after announcing his retirement, once again, he heard the call to the classroom, both figuratively and literally, because it was Mr. Stephen Holroyd at the other end of the line. Mr. Holroyd, at the time principal here at Riverside, asked Mr. Baxter very kindly if he might come to Bangkok just for a short while to help the school out in a pinch. The school needed a mathematics teacher pronto, and they would be ever so grateful if he could help out. So, Mr. Baxter packed his bags and flew here to Bangkok for what was meant to be only a short stint, a break from retirement, and that was nearly 17 years ago. Now, Mr. Baxter is retiring again at the end of this academic year, leaving us a legacy of a love of learning and a love of teaching. I'm delighted to introduce our guest speaker today, Mr. Simon Baxter.
What an amazing assortment of talents and achievements we have here today. Prizes which recognise your academic studies, headed of course by mathematics. I think I'm allowed to say that. And your contributions to many other aspects of school life. I enjoyed an excellent performance of The Crucible last month, in which several of you were acting or helping with the direction and the technical side. All of you deserve a drama prize. I can see many musicians in front of me today, and this afternoon we can witness how well they perform. Thank you for your performances today, and also for many very enjoyable performances over many years. Every year, I go to the art and the DT exhibitions, and I am always hugely impressed and greatly envy the originality, creativity, and craftsmanship of all the exhibitors. It is good to see sporting achievements being recognised today. I was a sportsman once, but that was a long time ago. We also have service awards, IA Gold Awards, awards for members of the Student Parliament, Form Prize winners, and students with other leadership roles. All these students do much to influence the running of the school. So congratulations to all of today's prize winners. Well done. I did win a prize in my last year in school. That was in 1963. That was before most people in this hall were born. And life was very different then when I was a teenager. My father bought our first television set when I was 5 years old. Televisions now cover the whole wall, and you probably have several televisions in your home. Our first television had a tiny screen, just a little bit bigger than your mini iPad and smaller than your laptop. That was the only television in the house. And the whole family of 5 of us had to crowd round this tiny screen to watch television. There was only one channel, and only 7.5 hours of television a day. No Netflix and no YouTube. Now there are masses of different televisions available, and different channels. And I carry a television in my pocket, if I can get it out. There we are, one television. This would have been absolutely inconceivable to anybody back in the 1950s. Telephones. Well, yes, we did have telephones. We had one telephone in the house. 2 wires would run from that one television several kilometres all the way to the telephone exchange. To make a call, I would pick up the receiver, and the operator would say, "Number please, Dymchurch 3114, and then the operator would plug the wires from my television into her switchboard. She would plug the wires from Dymchurch 3114 into the switchboard and make the connection. Now you can pick up your smartphone press a few buttons, and be in contact with someone on the other side of the world. Another impossible idea to me when I was a teenager. We had no calculators at school. Lots of mental arithmetic, long division, long multiplication, calculations involving logarithms. How would you like to do all your homework without a calculator? I know what my pupils would do if they had no calculator. Panic. The first Sputnik, a Russian satellite, was launched while I was still at prep school. All it did was circle the Earth for a few days, going bleep, bleep, bleep. Now, there are several thousand satellites orbiting the Earth, and a space station where people live. Another impossibility, from my point of view, back then. Computers. Computers 60 years ago were very expensive, and they would occupy a huge room. By today's standards, they were able to do very little. I'm holding a much more powerful computer in my hand here than the computers which took up a whole room. And it's relatively inexpensive. In 1980, someone told me that one day we would be able to place a supermarket order with our computers. I said, nonsense. It was impossible. It just wasn't going to happen. Now, we order everything. Food, taxis, book tickets, an enormous number of other things, all using our smartphone. We rely on our phone for nearly everything. It even knows where I am. It knows where you are. Your parents know where you are, unless you turn off the tracking app. Few people nowadays can read a map. You just open Google Maps, enter your destination, and the map talks to you. Turn left in 100 meters. You have arrived, as if you didn't know. 60 years ago, I had a compass, and I had a map. I knew where north was, but I frequently got lost. The very idea of a map which talked to you was ridiculous. This phone does even more. It listens to me. I wish my pupils would do that. It understands what I say. You're ahead of me. I wish my pupils would do that. It does what it is told to do. No, got it wrong this time. Your parents wish that you would do that. Now, we all take our smartphones for granted, and we couldn't do without them. But back in 1963, a smartphone wasn't science fiction. It wasn't something which was impossible. It was completely unimaginable. Just would not be able to think that one day I would have this little machine which would do everything for me. Quite impossible. And I haven't even mentioned artificial intelligence. So all this and much more has happened in the last 65 years. What will happen in your lifetime? What unimaginable gadget will you be able to hold up in 65 years' time? What unimaginable gadget will be a common part of your lives in 2090? We can all imagine when our Grab taxi arrives without a driver. When will we be ordering a Grab drone? The drone arrives, you step in, and you fly wherever you want to go. No traffic jams. Wouldn't that be great? But how would you like to step into a drone without a pilot? Scary. What will happen with genetic engineering and other advances in medicine? Designer drugs. Will the world be free of diseases? Would you like to live until the age of 120? Or even 150? If everyone lives longer, they'll have to work for longer. Would you like still to be working at the age of 70? No, I thought not. Or even worse, would you like still to be working at the age of 80? I can't imagine what that would be like. Where will you go on holiday? A weekend in Hua-Hin? 10 days on Phuket? Or 2 weeks on the moon? Will space travel be normal, as normal as air travel is today? Would you like to be the first man or the first woman to step out onto Mars? What will your grandchildren say? What will your grandchildren say when you show them your old smartphone? Grandma or Grandpa, it's so big, it's so old-fashioned, it's so basic, and it doesn't do anything. Let's take your imagination a little bit further. In 65 years, perhaps everyone will have a computer chip or whatever has replaced computer chips by then, just placed under the skin, perhaps here, linked wirelessly to your brain. The chip could send films directly to your brain without the need for a screen. Your teacher would not know that you were watching a film during lessons. But I would know if you were watching a film during my lesson. I would be able to tell by the unusual look of concentration on your face. You could connect to anywhere in the world and communicate without a phone in your hand. You could go to France and you could listen to somebody speaking in French. The chip would translate it so that you heard only your own language. You could speak in your own language, but the chip would control your voice so that the Frenchman would hear you speaking French. Everything you need to know could be stored on the chip. Wouldn't that be great? 100% in all of Miss Sharp's biology tests. No need to learn all those mathematical formulae. With all that you need to know stored on the chip, you wouldn't need to go to school. No more schools. No more teachers. I'm sorry, Mr. Millar, you'll be out of a job. Would your parents want you at home all day, every day? Somehow I don't think they would. Is all this beyond the realm of possibility? Could it really happen? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe not. There are at this moment 10 people in the world with a tiny network attached to their brains. These networks detect brain activity and help those people live a normal life. Where will this lead to? Now the serious bit. What advice can I give you to guide you through this minefield of unexploded brainwaves? I've absolutely no idea. You're on your own. I have had just one career in which I am lucky to have enjoyed many years of teaching, first at Shrewsbury, UK, and now at Shrewsbury, Bangkok. However, I'm not recommending that you should all become teachers. You should look for a career which reflects your interests and your talents, and which you will enjoy. Then enjoy doing it, and do it well. Simple. You will probably have a variety of jobs, and when the time comes for change, look for another career which you will enjoy and do well, and so on. Whatever you choose to do, you should be true to your principles and think through everything carefully. Always listen to other people, but don't do anything which goes against what you think is right. And always act in the best interests of those around you. If you remember nothing else that I've said this afternoon, please remember this. Some of you will be managing large companies with many hundreds or thousands of employees, and others will be working in smaller groups. Whatever you do, and whoever you meet, always treat everyone with care and respect.
How brilliant was that? Now let's welcome the Shrewsbury String Quartet, who will perform Frederick of Frederick, which is a Norwegian folk song. Or not. My apologies, it's now the Year 12 awards. I think I was too taken aback by Mr. Baxter's fabulous speech there. So the Year 12 prizes, and I am very pleased to welcome Mr. Scott to the stage.
Mr. Baxter, and good afternoon, everyone. Managing the transition to sixth form brings with it new challenges of adapting to study at A-level and preparing for university. The students we are celebrating today are the epitome of excellence here at Shrewsbury, and I'm incredibly proud of all the achievements in sixth form this year. We'll begin with the Year 12 awards. Firstly, we have the Academic Excellence Awards. These awards recognise the students that have not only managed the transition to sixth form well, but have truly exceeded expectations, going beyond the bounds of the syllabus to demonstrate a true love of learning, and as a result they have achieved the highest marks in their entire cohort. Congratulations to the academic excellence winners.
Academic excellence in art, Premani Arya Satishai. Academic excellence in biology and psychology, Benya Pha Ong Pipatana Kun. Academic excellence in business, Sarisa Manobiniwe. Academic excellence in chemistry, Vishayapan Suwanyangyu. Academic excellence in computer science, Viranpat Pungrottham. Academic excellence in drama, Hakim Buranon. Academic excellence in design technology, Ritana Jirapan. Academic excellence in economics and geography, Ratana Ongjain Marongsan. Academic excellence in English literature, Pat Mojana Kosin. Academic excellence in further pure mathematics, Pran Pajan. Academic excellence in history, Kitty Riley. Academic excellence in Mandarin, Nat Patson Chalam Rathomo. Academic excellence in mathematics, Jirasita Lo Taptian. Academic excellence in music technology, Hanok Tatirat. Academic excellence in physical education, Thomas Radcliffe. Academic excellence in physics, Kamunat Thammakraison.
Next we have the Year 12 form prizes. They're chosen by the form tutors and awarded to the students who exemplify our character strengths here at Shrewsbury. They are role models to their peers and the younger students and strengthen our community values. Congratulations to the form prize winners.
Year 12 Form Prize, Mei Thong Chao. Ethan Derek Hong. Sibila Group. Thomas Radcliffe. Kamunat Thamagraiso. Nichapat Purukitwanit. Nichakabun Chiti Ratanasi. Premani Arya Santishai. Nalin Ramthai Kong. Sophia Smith. Natwara Lirotwo. Napat Chatsuwan. Benyapha Ong Ipatana Kun. Pimada Porsuwan Kun. Sariya Roha Shippitak. Achira Chang Kampi. Kanrata Thampanyawat. Arin Thong Tang.
We now have the Head of Year Awards for Year 12. It was an exceptionally difficult job to decide who should receive awards for the Sixth Form Head of Year Awards. Both year groups are full of some incredible young people who are fantastic role models for both their peers and the younger members of our community. In selecting these awards, we first asked the tutors for some help, as these are the people who see the students every single day. From the initial tutor recommendations, we were then able to make our final selections. Our criteria for the Head of Year Awards are students who, of course, have excellent attendance and punctuality and are fully committed to their extracurricular activities. They're students who show outstanding leadership, resilience, curiosity, and self-reflection.
and perhaps most importantly, who are inclusive and kind to others. Essentially, these are students who truly embody the Shrewsbury character strengths.
Our first award this afternoon goes to Gita. Gita has already been recognised this afternoon with the Academic Award in Mathematics, an outstanding achievement in itself. I actually had to edit my speech about an hour ago when I got an email of another achievement from Gita, and she's just recently won the gold certificate for the Chemistry Olympiad as well. But Gita's excellence goes beyond just academia. She is an active member of our community here at Shrewsbury and consistently demonstrates her care and compassion for others. As one of our prefects for the Learning Environment Ministry, she's helped to make improvements for the learning of her peers, and her continued work with the charity outreach projects is actively making a difference to those less fortunate. Our next award goes to Ivy, who is regularly mentioned to me by all of her teachers as a shining example of what makes a great student here at Shrewsbury. In addition to an exemplary academic record, Ivy has managed an impressively full extracurricular programme of events this year. She's performed in the school production of The Crucible, and recently even co-directed the Himmapan Express in collaboration with Empatheatre, a project aiming to reduce barriers between blind and sighted people. Ivy also serves as one of our house captains for King's House, where she has organised and led an engaging variety of whole school events. Congratulations to Gita and Ivy.
Year Group Award, Jirasita Totaptian. Natcha Sawantithat.
The Year 12 Service and Leadership Award recognises a student who has demonstrated exceptional leadership within our school community through dedicated service in both the house system and also work with charities. This year's recipient, Millar, has shown outstanding commitment as a leader of Habitat for Humanity. She even managed to get Miss Papps out on a bill this term. That's a big deal. Alongside that, she's also been an exemplary house captain for Mandela. She leads with warmth, enthusiasm, and an unwavering dedication to those around her. She's always approachable, always supportive. Millar embodies the true spirit of service and leadership. Congratulations, Millar.
Leadership and Service Award, Nalin Rampai Gomukul.
The Year 12 Performance Awards are presented to students who have demonstrated excellence in our extracurricular programme, flourishing in the fields of drama, music and sports. Congratulations to the Performance Award winners.
Performance Awards in Drama Performance, Natcha Sawantithat. Performance Award in Music Performance, Chananan Giriya Lertsak. Performance Award in Music Performance, Ritpat Mukongkapan. Performance Award in Sport, Thirat Sakunpurwaset. Performance Award in Sport, Achira Tangam.
Okay, the House Award recognises a house captain that has gone above and beyond in their leadership and dedication. Now, if you know Poon, you won't be surprised to hear that he isn't here today. He's off representing Thailand at the World Debate and Public Speaking Championships, and an update is that he is in the semi-finals. Now, Poon embodies passion, confidence, and an unwavering Schweitzer spirit in everything that he does. What sets him apart from all the other amazing house captains, which I can see lots of you out there today, was his creation of House Yapping, a brand new competition that he built from the ground, bringing in a wider range of participants. His energy and commitment has left a lasting impact on our house community. Congratulations to Poon and good luck.
Now it is time for Frederick, a Norwegian folk song performed by our outstanding Shrewsbury String Quartet.
gives me great pleasure to introduce the Year 13 Academic Excellence Awards. As with all of the academic prizes this afternoon, these students have achieved the highest marks in their subjects, which is a tremendous feat amongst very stiff competition. The Year 13 is also represent the pinnacle of academic achievement in the school, as they prepare to complete their final exams and leave Shrewsbury for their journey into the wider world. Congratulations, prize winners.
Academic Excellence in Art, Saruta Rasi Visu. Academic Excellence in Biology, Chemistry, Mathematics and Physics. Kanin Nata. Academic Excellence in Business, Coco Raleigh. Academic Excellence in Computer Science, Pian Siri, Tipakon Rotanakit. Academic Excellence in Drama and Music, Jeranai Thong Paikun. Academic Excellence in Design, Technology, Panahat Viset Denchai. Academic Excellence in Economics, Sarah Lim Sobatpu. Academic Excellence in English Literature, Alisa Khan Sukho. Academic Excellence in Extended Project Qualification, Parima Onwasi. Academic Excellence in French and Spanish, William Mackey. Academic Excellence in Further Pure Mathematics, Margaret Kwon Song Tham. Academic Excellence in Geography, Annabelle Marshall. Academic Excellence in History, Nashatan Tang Virun Tham. Academic Excellence in Japanese, Subasa Sato. Academic Excellence in Mandarin, Sira Papat Son Chai Chumpu. Academic Excellence in Physical Education, Oliver Radcliffe. Academic Excellence in Psychology, Kankon Iransap. Academic Excellence in Reading the World, Tara Charan Singh. Excellence in Reading the World and Co.
And now to introduce the Year 13 Form Prize Awards. As with Year 11 and Year 12, these students have been nominated by their form tutors because they really do uphold and embody the Shrewsbury character strengths, and they've all made a fantastically positive impact on their tutor groups all year. Congratulations to the Form Prize winners.
Year 13 Form Prize, Ruini Hu. Nicholas Olaya Sobetuti. Annabelle Marshall. Tin Singha Wanaro. Thana That Viset Den Chai. Thirasak Chintana. Marisa Audrey Pay. Thai That Then Thai. Nisha Thamma Nishanam. And Co. William Mackey. Kian Kerfin. Cherry Wong Pit. Signara Shmur Tanakh. Nalin Chan. Oliver Radcliffe. Harima Yukon. Sira Papat Son Chai Chumpu. Corporal Rory, Ari Nupsi Suporwani, Alisa Khan Sukho,
I'm very proud to now introduce the Head of Year Awards for Year 13. As I mentioned earlier, it's been very difficult to decide because there's a field of such wonderful young people. However, both of the Year 13 awards go to students who have impressed both their tutors and the sixth form team all year. They always make a positive impact while maintaining a humble, authentic and unassuming attitude. MOS has made some wonderful contributions to the Learning Environment Ministry this year, particularly in helping the team to improve the use of house points in the senior school. What sets him apart is his humility, which is genuine and rare. He always exemplifies our character strengths, which is apparent through his interactions with others, both students and teachers, and his endlessly kind nature. Inin has led the Diversion and Inclusion Ministry brilliantly this year, fostering a real sense of cohesion with her team and showing great dedication to her causes over the years, including the student-led Her You Time. She always has such positive relationships with others, showing great empathy, as well as a reflectiveness which has helped her grow in confidence. Congratulations to Moss and Inin.
Year Group Award, Kankon Hiransap, Narisa Awang,
This year's Service and Leadership Award goes to a student who has demonstrated exceptional leadership through their unwavering commitment to service and their ability to inspire those around them. As an executive prefect leading the Community Engagement Ministry, Annabelle has played a key role in fostering a culture of compassion and involvement across the school. Annabelle is always the first to step up, whether it's completing a task, supporting others, or leading an initiative. Her ability to turn ideas into action has made a lasting impact on our school community. She played a pivotal role in organising the House Charity Fair, where she was coordinating over probably 100 students to run about 35 different schools. But this is just one of the many initiatives that she has spearheaded this year. She has arranged multiple service trips with the Good Shepherd Sisters. She's a dedicated member of Habitat for Humanity and Crochet for Change. The list probably goes on. There is truly no one more deserving of this recognition. Always smiling, incredibly organised. In fact, I think she even tried to organise me. Thank you for all you have done and contributed to our community. Congratulations, Annabelle.
Leadership and Service Award, Annabelle Marshall.
We'll just give Annabelle a little bit of time because she's coming straight back up. So I am not surprised to be asking Annabelle back to the stage again. This award is for the Duke of Edinburgh, and it is awarded the prize for her outstanding commitment to the Duke of Edinburgh Award, and also her painstaking attention to detail with regard to the online record book. I've actually heard that it only took 24 hours, which is a record, for her award to be approved by the top dogs in London. So that is something in itself. During her 18-month journey, Annabelle played netball for her physical, the piano for her skills, and led the Habitat for Humanity opportunities at Shrewsbury. Not all at the same time, I may add, but she probably could have. Well done, Annabelle.
All International Award, Annabelle Marshall.
And now I'm pleased to introduce the Performance Awards for Year 13 for Outstanding Performance in Art, Drama and Sport.
Performance Award in Art, Alisa Khan-Sukor. Performance Award in Drama Performance, Coco Roy. Performance Award in Sport, Oliver Radcliffe. Performance Award in Sport, Konchanok Mungsiri.
To my favourite award of all the awards, the Simon Taylor Award. I'd just like to say on behalf of all the staff, it is so hard in a community of students who are so brilliant to pick awards. As Mr. Baxter hinted, we'd really like to give everyone awards. The Simon Taylor Award goes to two individuals who served the community. It's named after a student who was at the school, Simon Taylor. He left in 2007. He's now 34 years old. When he was in school, there were only 29 students in the sixth form. Some of his teachers are still here. Miss Sharp taught him biology, Mr. Williams taught him geography, and Mr. Howard taught him history. Miss Sharp was his form tutor. He was deputy head of school. He played in various school bands. He did IYA, charity events, cross country, eventually graduating to Leeds University. I'm just going to read out a little section from his report. Simon has a well-earned reputation among the staff as being one of the most reliable students in the sixth form. He was the obvious choice of one of the student leaders at the school and rose to any and all challenges put his way. During my time as his tutor, he's always been polite, well-dressed and helpful. He has assisted the school in many ways, parents' evenings, formal functions, as well as a whole array of musical productions, assemblies and other public speaking occasions. He made such an impact on the school that this award was named after him, someone who had served the school, not just been in the school, but served the school, gave back, that we as a school are grateful to have that person here. We've chosen two students. We could have chosen about 140, to be honest, and these students both deserve this award, but they also represent all of the fabulous qualities we see exhibited in the students here, and maybe the students who aren't here as well. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about two of them, but just to embarrass them a little bit, I'm going to invite them to the stage one by one. So first up, I'm going to invite Bouquet. Bouquet, can you come to the stage with me? Don't look back, Bouquet, don't look back, look forwards, look forwards. This is Bouquet in year 7 in 2018. She joined Miss Murakami's form group, and I've got a little section from the report here. Bouquet has had a fantastic year here at Shrewsbury, and I'm proud of all that she has achieved. She is a wonderfully polite student and is all times well behaved and eager to help those around her. She has settled into the new school with ease, integrating herself into a plethora of activities across the school. She has quickly made new friends and always keeps a big smile. on her face. Sometimes being a teacher can be a bit of a lonely experience. Bouquet is one of those students who, no matter who you are, walking down the corridor, will give you a smile, give you a wave and say hello. Absolutely astonishing. In year 8, she was part of house cheerleading. She was a form rep. Some of her reports talked about her very positive influence on the class. And I can safely say that she's carried that all the way through the school. A warm and caring friend to all, always smiling. So in year 8. In year 9, she got an excellent attitude grade in almost every single subject. She was the charity rep and displayed impressive levels of maturity, independence and self-confidence. One of the teachers writes, she displays excellent interpersonal skills, both in school and online. Because remember, in year 9, this is when COVID struck. She is well liked and respected by her peers because she is extremely reliable, extremely caring and supportive of others. In year 10, that support came on. She was the secret Santa organiser for her form. Ms. Stutchfield wrote, throughout this year, Bouquet has been a fantastic member of the form group, and it's clear that this opinion is shared by all of her teachers too. She works so hard, and her desire to do well is very clear, so I'm pleased that all of Bouquet's teachers recognise the effort she puts in. She's always one of the first to agree to participate in inter-house or inter-form events. She's taken the lead on both Secret Santa and the charity event this year, while also participating in a dance competition outside of school. And yesterday, you would have seen Bouquet out in the playground as part of the dance troupe for Songkran. She went on to become an honorary academic scholar after her GCSEs and hit the sixth form with even more achievements. Williams House Captain, Habitat for Humanity Crochet for Change, a massive award, psychology mentor, biology Olympiad, in the dance team. Williams won house music as part of her leadership, and alongside this, tribute to Mr. Baxter, she was able to explain solving trigonometric equations to other students. She stands here and offers to study neuroscience at places like UCL, a fantastic achievement. I'm going to sum Bouquet up with an extract from Year 9 reports written during the pressure cooker of COVID and online learning, a period of time which highlighted everyone's strengths. Bouquet has such a positive energy that is seen at all times and infectious to others. She gives her all in every lesson, no matter the activity. She is a delight to be around and to teach. Her report is simply outstanding, with an excellent attitude grade in almost every single subject. She should feel very proud of her achievements. And the teacher sums up the report like this, which I think is a great way to sum up Bouquet. At the same time, Bouquet appreciates that school is not just about lessons, but it is also about being a member of the school community and making her mark on it. That is something she has done absolutely brilliantly. I give you Bouquet.
Simon Taylor Award. Tan Chanok Kong Thanachat.
Jelly's now getting nervous because Jelly joined the school in 2010. Come up here, Jelly. She joined the school in EY1. Luckily for Jelly, that was before there were any photos on iSams. However, photos kicked in year 1. Her teacher at the time in year 1 was one Mr. Gardner, and I'm delighted that Mr. Gardner is here today and is going to read an extract of Jelly's year 1 report to you.
Good afternoon, thank you for having me here. Well, 12 years ago, I wrote a report about a young girl named Jelly. She was in year 1 at the time, and now she's in year 13. And she's about to leave us. But let's take a look at Jelly's year 1 report and see what little Jelly was like back then. Here's the first line. Jelly is now much happier to come to school in the mornings and has made a great effort to overcome her tears when saying goodbye to her mother. I assume that Jelly's finally stopped crying at drop-off now, though with graduation coming, I think those tears might be making a comeback. Or will it be her mother's? Next line. She's very popular with the other students and has a fun-loving sense of humour. And Jelly is always well organised with her belongings and is always well prepared for each day. You see, this is impressive. Well organised even in year 1. I assume that means she never forgets an assignment or a deadline now, or at least she's mastered the fine art of creative excuses. It reads on to say, Jelly has shown some improvement when learning phonics, yes, but must now use and apply this to her writing. Well, fast forward to today, and I imagine she's gone from practising simple phonics to writing essays filled with words that probably I'll have to Google. She goes on to say that she is very keen to speak up in front of the class and share her ideas with the other children. And I can see her confidence today. So Jelly has basically spent the last 12 years making sure everybody hears her opinions, a skill that will serve her well, especially if she goes into politics. And there are also 3 targets on the report as well. The first one said to continue and improve to be happier in the mornings. Well, I really hope we can safely say that this was achieved, though let's be honest, which teenagers are happy in the mornings? Next target went on to say to use and apply her phonics to her writing. Well, again, mission accomplished, Jelly. But now instead of simple phonics, she's probably writing university-level analysis on books that actually no one probably understands. And her final target was to secure her understanding of numbers to 20. Well, let's really hope she's got this one down, otherwise budgeting at university might be hard. Some final thoughts for myself. So in summary, Jelly started out crying at the school gates, and now, 12 years later, we're all crying because she's leaving. It's been a joy watching her grow, and we know she's off to do amazing things. But one thing's for sure, no matter where she is or where she goes, Jelly will always be a part of our school. Thank you.
The Simon Taylor Award, Jiranai Thong Paitu.
Good afternoon, students, teachers, parents. We would like to first extend our congratulations to all the students being honored today. Each one of you sitting here has put yourself out there and made the most of all the opportunities that come your way. Whether that is signing up for increased responsibility with a leadership role, or something as simple as taking the initiative to ask the teacher for clarification on a topic, displaying a curiosity towards learning and your academic progress. With this in mind, we would like to talk today about risk and playing life safe. It can be tempting to stay within your lanes in school and focus only on the things you are good at. But we are here to tell you one thing. You miss all the shots you don't take. I think that is worth repeating. You miss all the shots you don't take. I know that to be true after putting myself out there by playing in the year 10 to 13 house basketball tournament last year and managing to shoot a three-pointer despite not being a sporty person at all. Without that effort and risk, I would not have felt the glowing success of trying something different and working towards a new goal. However, not all shots lead to immediate success. Some shots, like the one I took in year 5, which led me to participate in and win the House Balloon Debate, have culminated in me finding my voice and striving to become a confident public speaker today. So today, we want you to reflect too. What are the shots that you have taken that have led you to this moment? This applies to the teachers and the parents as well. How did you end up where you are? What risks and shots did you take that led you here? Let's take Mr. Baxter as an example. Shooting a shot when asked to come teach in Bangkok led to what he has called the best 17 years of his life. Imagine if he hadn't agreed to the persuasive whims of our former principal, Mr. Holroyd, how different his life would have looked. And as you look back on your achievements this past year, we hope you are able to reflect upon them with pride. Reflect upon the times when you could have given up but you didn't, or when you weren't afraid to ask for help with overcoming an obstacle. All of that perseverance has laid the groundwork for your success today. Well done for shooting your shot, not the shot of others, but your shot, and haven't you grown because of it?
So we often hear, "Together we flourish," bounced around the Shrewsbury community. I'm sure Mr. Scott also said that today. But today it seems that it is very much true. We all are flourishing. You all are flourishing. And it's likely that case that we have been for many years, months, and days leading up to receiving these awards. Flourishing is a journey, and you should be proud of the journey that you're on now. Like plants, in order to grow and flourish, we need a stable and solid environment. So for that, we have the community around us to thank. While we are here today to celebrate your successes, it's also important that we all take a step back and thank our family, friends, and teachers for their part in this journey as well. Whether it be academic excellence or leadership accomplishments, each one of you here has worked incredibly hard and have been recognized by your teachers and the leaders of the school as worth commendation. Sixth formers, I'm sure I've seen many of you stay late after school, working on the same maths problem over and over again. Probably the one Mr. Baxter gave you to do. And year 11, it is no small feat to complete a swathe of GCSEs in 18 months. I've done that, and it's incredibly hard. You all are awesome. While aiming for high rewards and great outcomes, it's easy to forget to let the smaller milestones go unnoticed and forget how truly, truly big they are. So today we celebrate a milestone. One not just about the accomplishments you've earned, but also about the setbacks you've overcome, the lessons you've learned, and the person you've become along the way. Congratulations to everyone who has received an award. Very good job. We're proud of you, and we wish you the best of luck in continuing to flourish in the future. Like Jelly said, don't forget to shoot your shot, take a chance, and support every single person here in our vibrant community.
Congratulations to you all once again, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of today's awards recipients on your outstanding achievements, but also for bringing your best selves to school each day. Thank you also to your teachers, your heads of year, and support staff for their guidance in nurturing your growth, helping you to realize your strengths and your potential. Parents, thank you as well, echoing what McKay said. You play a very important role in guiding and supporting your children at home, and that helps us in our work here at school. You too have played a role in these accomplishments. Parents, it's now time for us to farewell our awards recipients. They are going to go have a photo taken down by the river. We will follow them in a moment after we clap them out of the Memorial Hall. So awards recipients, can you please stand? And parents and guests, one final big round of applause for them as